What's up, and welcome to the No Ceilings podcast. What's up, Vincent? How you doing?
I'm all right, all right. How you doing today?
I am doing pretty cold. Good. Doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cold when it get down to 3 degrees.
Gotta pull the kids out of school.
Shout it.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I done been the Uber. I done got a chance to be the teacher, the janitor, the lunch lady. I done did everything today. And I'm tired.
Nah, I feel you. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you though, while I was out, I did not watch the Super Bowl.
Just don't ask you shit.
So don't ask me nothing about it. I didn't see not one thrown football. I didn't see the halftime show, none of that stuff.
Oh man. Why? I mean, the halftime show, if anything else, the halftime show was legit.
No, I bet it was. I'm sure it was. It's always a good halftime show with the Super
Not
Bowl,
always.
but
Not always.
well, I mean, it don't matter to me either way.
I know. Vincent hates football.
There we go. It's messing those dudes' brains up. They Aaron Hernandez in around here and all
Oh
that.
man,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, but what we got going on today? Big court dog.
Well, in this episode, we are talking about staying ahead of the curve.
Ooh.
So let's be real, businesses are unpredictable. The economy has a tendency to shift, industries evolve, and trends change. And if you're not paying attention, you'll wake up one day wondering what happened to your customers. Where did they go, right? I mean, we've seen it happen. We know it's possible. So I want to get into a discussion today about why you have to have a plan B, C, D, E, F, and G. It's so important. I mean, all the way to Z if you have to.
Yeah.
So that you can keep your business thriving no matter what comes your way. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
So the only thing that's guaranteed in business is change. Businesses that survive are ones that adapt. And we know that and we've seen that. And so the first step to being able to adapt is to don't be afraid to change, right? Your first business plan isn't always your final draft. We know that. You know, you have to be flexible. You have to be willing to use feedback and financial analysis. Hint, hint. We talked about those in the last few episodes to see what's working and what's not working. Be open to pivoting and making changes where you need to. Some of the biggest brands started doing one thing and ended up in a totally different industry. Did you know? Because I didn't know this. Did you know that Nintendo started out making playing cards and now they're a gaming empire? Did you know that?
No, I really didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I think that's pretty dope because by the time I was playing Nintendo, I mean, you know, it was, you know, Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, that kind of thing. I never knew that they had playing cards.
No,
but
I didn't know that. Remember Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
Man, that was so fun.
I'm sorry.
Stupid.
All right. So if something is not working, essentially you just, you know, don't force it. Adjust and move forward. I mean, we talked about this last episode as well. You know, if you've got something on the menu that's not selling, why keep putting it on the menu? Take it off.
Yeah.
Try something different. Adapt to the change. Your second step is going to be to keep up with industry changes. Your industry is going to change extremely fast. One of the industries here that changes continuously is the medical marijuana industry.
Ooh,
Constant change. You know what I'm saying? And so
I cannot believe you said them words.
yeah. I'm referencing it. That is it. Okay? Yeah, dig.
Oh my goodness. You see how I look when you said that?
Oh, you're going to talk about it today. Not today. But the industry does change fast.
It does.
The rules and regulations in that industry are constant. And so if you don't keep up, you're going to get left behind. You know? And that is also relevant for so many other industries. But that is just one that's fairly new that is constant around here. So you want to stay informed. You want to read your industry news, blogs, and reports. any conferences or networking events that you can attend so
Oh
that
yeah.
you can connect with other professionals in the industry. That's always good.
Mm-hmm.
You, I've said this before. Facebook has the group chats or whatever the groups that you can get into with
Right.
professionals. Do that. That is
Mm-hmm.
super important. Even now, I know that we are, on borrowed time with TikTok, but I think that you can definitely find people there as well, there
Yeah.
and Instagram. So,
Yeah. Definitely.
and then never stop learning.
Mm-hmm.
Just because your industry doesn't require continuing education doesn't mean that you shouldn't find ways to educate yourself.
Definitely.
You can always find things, even if it's not fully related to the industry in which you are in. As a business owner, there is always ways to get more information about software programs, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So stay in the loop, and always make sure that you know what's going on. And with that, I think that that's what covers steps 1 and 2.
Yeah, definitely. And just to add to that a little bit, it kind of makes me think about how the Army works with continuing learning and education and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in, you pick your job. Like I went in, I was a 92 Foxtrot Petroleum Supply Specialist. And
What the heck is that?
basically, it's a glorified gas pumper,
Okay.
just to make it simple. So,
Foxtrot. Sorry. Go ahead.
you're funny. Uh, but that's not the only thing that you learn.
Right.
So you're going to learn how to be a medic. You're going to learn how to do a numerous amount of other things that go along with being in the military, but it goes with your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I kind of think about that with just your business.
Mm-hmm.
You may not think you need to know things about firefighting, but if you're a cook, how are you going to fight that fire? What type of fire? If it's a grease fire, if it's a whatever type of fire, are you going to know
Yeah.
how to do that? So I just kind of think of those type of things as continuing education, and then that's also where you're going to learn about those networking events
Mm-hmm.
with people that are in your industry. Kind of put that in your budget too, to kind of travel, outside of your home market and get into other markets to see how people do it in those markets as well.
I saw an event that was happening in Atlanta several months back, and it was a balloon event for people who do the balloon arches and that kind of thing.
Right, right.
And I thought that that was pretty neat because I have seen where they have those event planning conferences for people that do event planning, but this was very specific to people who do balloon arches and balloon setups
Right,
for
right.
different things. And I think that is really pretty dope. That it's so common now that they have started to have those types of things for companies like that. I always jump into event planning stuff. I always seem to talk about that. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but that's the first thing that popped into my head because I actually did see some people who are here from here in Oklahoma on that. I don't know if it was in Instagram. I was scrolling through Instagram when I saw that.
Right.
Some people from Oklahoma were there. So I thought that that was great. They were
Yeah.
able to travel and do that.
Those pieces are very expensive to put together too. So, and
Very crafty.
kudos to the event planning. But what was I going to get into? Okay, the next point we're going to get into is staying up on your technology for your business. So you want to embrace the technological advances. Technology is changing business every day. You got to see that with this Chat GPT, this AI stuff.
Yeah.
It is
It is a thing.
streamlining business. It's taking over, and it makes stuff so easy too, though.
Yeah.
I love it. So, but you got to embrace that stuff, and you can't. I mean, some businesses you see they kind of stay in the old way of doing things,
Yeah.
but
I-
the way this technology is moving is gonna push you back.
Yeah.
You're gonna get left behind because this stuff is moving fast.
And not just in your own business. I mean, if you think about some of these larger companies, I think that it's important to find ways to be more efficient because it seems like there is going to be a scaling back of employees, and it looks like employees may have more work put on their plates, and so they're gonna have to find ways to be more efficient. And that is, if you're smart,
Yeah,
that's definitely gonna come into play.
definitely. Some of these things that we're talking about, AI and automation. Can you automate any part of your business? A lot of times you can.
Mm-hmm.
Got to stay in the loop. That's good to network to see what other people are doing if you don't know.
Yeah.
To educate yourself. Social media and digital marketing, huge. Those been huge for a long time. Just continue to grow. New software and systems. You just got to stay in the loop. Stay in the loop with your people, your industry, and keep learning about that stuff.
I wonder if it would be, and I'm just spitballing here, when kids go to college, moving forward, should there be some type of requirement that they take some type of digital marketing courses in order to, for any degree program that they have, because it's so important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think about that, and I didn't have digital marketing courses, but now I find myself trying to just kind of catch up and be, on the forefront of some of those things. Even as right now, I want to learn more about it, and so I take little courses in order to do that. But with the way that things are moving, would it be important for college students, people going into college, to have those as like core classes for any type of industry that you're going into?
I wouldn't see why not, but
I know what my kids will be doing, requirement or not.
Right.
So,
but yeah, those are just some of the technological advances that you can stay up on. Also, you want to prepare for economic change.
Yeah.
We just went through that with COVID and all of that stuff. And honestly, nobody expected that kind of change to happen.
Yeah.
Nobody was prepared for that. But it makes us think now that anything is possible, anything can happen. And I think we still all have a little PTSD from COVID. So I think that's a good and a bad thing. But you take that and you use that in your planning for the future of your business.
100%. And you also have to think, I'm glad that you said that, because one of the things that I think about is when COVID hit, everybody had to pivot, and they had to pivot quickly. And a lot of businesses did not have a plan B in place.
Nope.
I remember where I was working at the time, and we had already been in talks of creating a remote work environment, but to have to execute on that quicker than we had expected to do so. Like it happened, we started seeing cases in like late January, early February, and by the beginning of March, we were going home.
Right.
And nobody was prepared for that. Not to mention, this was a more of a startup, and so we didn't have the things in place. Yeah, they're not gonna give my name. I mean, they ain't gonna give me to say no names, not at all. Anyhow, with that being said, everybody had to move quickly to get everybody with their computers, with everything that they needed home and digitally. Not to mention, we were embarking on one of the biggest cases that we had at the time in that agency. And so it was crazy how we had to, I ended up not being as remote as everybody else. I was still going in because I had to go through those files,
Right.
And do work and do interviews and that kind of thing. And so it didn't allow for me to be as remote as I wanted to be, but we did have to make sure that everybody else was, remote and had something to do.
Right.
Because just think about it. Some companies have field employees, so how does that work?
Right.
Think about restaurants. How did the restaurant industry pivot in that? You know what I'm saying? You had to be quick. Now they have these virtual restaurants that only deliver food and that kind of thing.
Right.
But DoorDash, all of that really just skyrocketed.
Crazy.
And so everybody had to make a pivot. But did you already have a plan before this happened?
Probably
No.
not.
but that's a good reason to have a plan
Absolutely.
and be ready.
So definitely want to see if your business is recession resistant. Essential services, repairs, healthcare, food, survive downturns better than luxury brands.
Yeah.
Saving for a rainy day, diversifying your income. We talked about being horizontally and vertically integrated with your business. And the lesson that the economy will go up and down. Prepare for either way.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to get to balling too crazy and it go down on your ass.
Yeah. It'll be a mess, baby.
Yeah.
You just left to pick up them pieces.
For sure.
So.
But that's gonna move us into our successes and failures.
Okay. Well, our first success story is a gym owner who noticed a drop in memberships during the pandemic. So they pivoted to virtual training. Not only did they survive, but they also grew audiences worldwide. I have this story is a cute story, but I just want to say, what is the guy's name? Is it Extreme Fitness? The people that do the step tapping. Nope.
I don't know. Step tapping?
I call it step tapping. I'm probably loud and wrong.
Whoa. I haven't heard of that exercise.
So
The step tap.
It ain't step tap.
You heard of the step tap?
Extreme, I believe it's Extreme Fitness. Calvin, can you look that up real quick? Extreme Fitness.
Step tapping. Don't forget the step tapping.
Don't put step tap. But I'm saying like that was one of the ways. There it is with the X. Extreme Fitness. Click on that. Nope, that ain't it. It's a guy out of, I want to say, is it Ohio or Detroit?
Yeah, I don't
Anyway,
see no step tapping.
Click on that right there. Nope. It looked kind of like that. That's so funny. Extreme hip hop. That's it. With feel. That's it. Yep. That's it right there. The first time that I seen that was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And they are. When I say that, I saw those people doing that, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I ain't gonna never be able to do that." But I had to go get one of those little steppers. There's like a little fitness stepper that they step on, and they play like R&B and rap music and stuff, and they step to it, right? And so the first time I ever seen it was during the pandemic.
That's a trip, ain't it?
Yeah. Click into some of the look at some of the videos. Like, dude is dope. With that little stepper thing, I got one of them. Casey got one. We all got one. We getting our exercise on. I bought the videos because we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I see when they bought it.
Because of what he looked like. Yeah. he ain't too shabby looking, but.
Wait, his name is Biggie and Smalls?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh,
His
my
name
God,
is
bro.
that man named Phil.
Listen, you was making my.
See, right there, I got that video. But we wanted to exercise, right? And so it teaches you how to do the little tapping, the little step tap, whatever. It was cool. And I mean, it was only for a season, I'll be honest. I don't currently do it now. But in that time, they were doing that wherever he is. And it blew up. And I remember people here going and getting certified with him to teach these classes here in the city after the pandemic was over. And so, I mean, now he's got people all over the world, doing this. And they've got good music that goes to it. You get a little exercise in. It's dope. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's dope, though.
Phil Whedon, that's his name. Shout out to Phil Whedon of Extreme Hip Hop with Phil out in Cleveland, Ohio.
No, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. because you can do it at home. Anyway, that's the success story that I kind of think of just based off of the example that we have there.
No, that's a dope example too. I'm gonna take the failure. A small bookstore refused to go online, thinking customers would always come in person. When big retailers and ebooks took over, they lost their businesses. They didn't adapt, so they didn't survive. And you know, that's a true story.
There and there's another example I think about with that one is the video stores.
Mm-hmm.
You know, streaming happened,
Right.
and so we used to love when the weekend came. We was gonna go to the movie store and get some get 3 or 4 movies to watch for the weekend and turn them back in 3 days. Then it moved from, what was that? Today I am old, baby. I cannot think of these words. What was the name of that?
What, Blockbuster?
Blockbuster. Blockbuster. And then it moved to Redbox.
Mm-hmm.
And so you did that, and then the streaming services hit, and all of that just kind of went away. Like, they still have Redbox at Walgreens, you know.
Do they?
Yeah. Some people go there. I mean,
What do they get out of there?
they get a DVD, a CD, a DVD.
What they playing it on?
Oh, they DVD player. Stop playing.
Man, cut it
You
out.
ain't got no
People
D-
is
you-
still using those.
You don't have no DVD player at your house?
For what?
I mean, I know we can stream everything. My question to you is,
No. The answer is no.
you threw it away?
Of course.
So let me ask you this. With all of the DVDs,
What we just talked about today? Embracing technological
I
advance.
get it. No, I get it. But I'm just asking you. So, back in the day, they had 8 tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Betamax.
they had all of this stuff that we've moved away from. Your people still got an 8 track?
He probably do.
Your people still got a record player?
Probably do.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Even though we don't still utilize these things,
You know what else? He's a hoarder too. So of course he's gonna have all of that
I don't
shit.
receive that. I'm not a hoarder. I don't receive that. But I do have a VHS because, listen, I have one video from high school. Alvin will know. We had a dance show in 1998 or 99, and it was recorded on a camcorder with the one with the big tape.
Of course.
And so I have that tape. That one tape is all I need to keep a VHS player. So I can go back and watch it. Yes, sir, Bob.
Okay.
So I have one. And I do have a DVD player. I'm done. Because we used to buy DVDs. We bought the movies.
Yeah.
What I want to do? Get rid of all the movies? What am I supposed to do? Get rid of all the movies? Yes or no? Do I sell them? Tell me.
I don't know. You can do what you want with them, but I'm gonna throw that shit away.
Now
I'm not keeping
now,
it.
Now, what about the people? Okay, so I can understand people that's burning movies. Y'all burners. Y'all pirates. Y'all was burning movies and burning DVD.
You know, I was in Iraq.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't you.
No,
Okay.
we had everything. Like you would have like 20 movies on one DVD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing for you to throw that out.
Nah, I'm like Netflix, the streaming services, and a lot of time I'm not even watching all of that stuff. I'm doing this type of stuff.
You're right. You're right, but on a good day when I just want to sit and watch a good movie.
When's the last time you actually hooked up that do that still work on your TV? You can hook that up?
I have a Samsung and I have a Samsung DVD player, so yeah.
Oh, I mean
All
the
of it.
VHS with
Yeah.
this.
Oh, the VHS? So you have...
When's the last time you watched this video from high school?
I haven't.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't. But here's the thing.
No way.
No, I'm not. Because, listen,
Why don't you bury it and put it in one of those, what do you call them, time capsules or something?
Here we go.
'Cause that's...
here we go. Here we go. Okay. So, no.
That's about where we are with this.
Just hear me out. So, I do have a, my dad has is it a VHS to CD player?
I think so.
Where he can convert it. And so that's what I really wanted to do. But if it never get converted, then I just have that VHS player,
You know, put that thing in it, go.
If it mess up the
Eat
tape,
all
I'm gonna
that
be,
tape.
I'm gonna be so mad if it eat up the tape. Ooh, I'm gonna be mad. Anyway,
Action items. First one. First one. Throw that VHS.
let's move on to
away.
action items, guys, because I'm not gonna win this one.
VHS, throw it away. First action item. If you have a VHS, throw that motherfucker
Throw
away.
your 8-track away too, and your
Yes.
record player. No, you don't.
No, okay. First one, check your industry. Check your industry trends.
Okay.
What's changing? How can you stay ahead? Identify one way to use technology to improve your business. That should be fairly simple, I feel like. Make a backup plan for slow months or economic downturns, and find a networking event or industry conference to attend this year.
I think those are good action items.
Definitely. Any more action items? Anything else you want to throw in there?
No, but I'm gonna keep the 8-track, the VHS, the CD,
Keep-
the record player, the DVD player. You ain't gotta worry about it in your car. If you got a 5-dish changer, keep that too. Keep them on.
Bro, cut it out.
You
Not
don't
the
never know when you
5
gotta
dish
step
changer.
back into time.
Golly. You know, it's an old school player riding around in a Lexus, switching his CDs right now.
I think that's funny.
What you know about this girl?
Hey, old school. Gap band.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, we're just gonna wrap today's episode up on those ceilings.
All right.
Your challenge this week is to identify one change you need to make in your business to future-proof it. Future-proof it.
Yep.
Make sure it's proof for the future.
Future.
Future-proof.
Future-proofer.
Mm-hmm.
Tell
Whether it's updating your marketing, learning a new skill, or planning for a slow season, just take the first step. If you have any questions about the information provided here today, please go to turtlesmith.com for more information. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs it. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and remember, there are no ceilings to what you can achieve.